Jermaine Isaako, 2 spectacular tries last week. He was great even in defeat.
Time you run.
Sebastian Chris looks on. Here we go. It's the Redcliffe Dolphins and the Canberra Raiders. The Raiders receiving, and it's Emre Gula who gets things going here. Both sides have had few games against top 8 opposition this year, so a step up for both as Elliot Whitehead works it up. Danny Levi, the dummy half. Joey Tarpany has been typically superb in 2024, nearly 150 metres a game. A couple of away wins for Canberra. They've won games in Newcastle, and from nowhere they beat Manly at Brookvale. And they certainly can win on the road. And of course Canterbury in virtually a neutral game at Magic Round. Rapana. With Kyrod Weeks. 5th game as the halfback for the Raiders in place of Jamal Fogarty. And here we go. Trey Fuller straight to his work.
Well, we got a glimpse of Trey Fuller this season, and the replacement that he's able to do is some strong contact from Timoko on Bostock. Plays the game so well, so instinctive. Terrific last week. This man on screen, Herbie Farnworth.
So comes to Milford. Just a catch and pass to get his night going. Jake Avarillo in the 3, and now Jesse Bromwich in what is shaping as his final season. Game number 328. What a marvellous career. Now the deep one. Taken by Rapana, onto Savage, but a lovely line of Dolphins defenders there to meet him. Let's send it down to a man who, again, braved the rain like he always does, Jake Duke.
Always a pleasure to be on the sideline, gentlemen, even if it's raining. As you mentioned, slippery conditions here tonight. The rain bucketed down just before kickoff. It started to get a little bit heavier here now, but the playing surface, I have to say, is absolutely immaculate. The Dolphins chose not to host their captain's run on it yesterday because they knew the rain was coming and they didn't want to tear up the field. So it is absolutely spectacular out there. Hopefully a good game for the brave Dolphins fans who have braved the weather to come out and see their team here for just a second time this season.
Thank you, Jake. It is immaculate, the pitch here, and Morgan Smithies playing it on the last for the Raiders. So going set for set in these very early stages. Not the easiest one there for Bostock. Great chase, Timoko, but composure from the young man from the south coast of New South Wales, Jack Bostock.
Yeah, really nice kick end to set there from Weeks, who's been terrific over the last few weeks with his kicking game. We'll get a good display, as we see in the replay. Timoko making some contact. Good display of the kicking game by both the two young playmakers. Katoa's got one of the good kicking games in the competition. Very much underrated with conditions the way they are here at the moment. This could be really important.
Oh, Bromwich takes a risk, and Weeks is there to poach it. So an early mistake from the Dolphins. And Bromwich is down and clutching at the arm or the shoulder. Great chance here for the Raiders. This is Ata Mariota. Now Levi distributing, Tarpany.
Just watching Jesse Bromwich in the line. He's grabbed his pec. Hopefully it's not nothing serious there. Keep an eye on it.
Now it comes out here for Whitehead, straight into the defence. Primarily Katoa. Jesse Bromwich, he was there, and now he's there again. They're really testing him out here, whether it's by on purpose or serendipitous. They really are going after the injured player.
Yeah, smart work there from Danny Levi last week. Didn't have a run throughout the game and already asking some questions.
Strange on to Chris. Puts the kick in on the last. That's pretty well weighted in these greasy conditions, but Fuller has a lovely moment. Trey Fuller getting into the field of play. And now a nifty run from Avarillo. He's got a good feel about this game.
Yeah, they're going to make a change here. This is big. Jesse Bromwich leaving the field in back play.
So Jake will be all over that one, but geez, hopefully that's not as bad as it could be when talking pecs and out the midway point of the season. Penalty Dolphins.
A relieving penalty. They've been under the pump. It's been a nice hot start from the Canberra Raiders. Just a look there, Jesse Bromwich. Here's where it happened. He put the arm up. whether it was a contact injury there. For Jesse's sake, if it is a peck, well,
you hope it's not what it could be.
Injury, as you know, Dan.
Yeah.
He's an experienced player, 300 gamer. He understands what's happening.
So hopefully just a strain.
Yeah.
Well, the Dolphins now, after Canberra gave away a penalty, we'll get an opportunity here with Connolly Lemuelu playing it. Max Plath, ball of energy, Max Plath. Oh, here's a little kick from Katoa coming through, and Rapana on his skates, but that was never going to stay inside the in goal.
Yeah, he wasn't happy with himself there, Katoa. Saw an opportunity down that left side as Bromwich straight up to the tunnel. Just a little bit too much weight on the kick. Play through, it was the right idea.
With Milford starting the game, he was originally named on the bench. It's an all-forward bench, so at least they've got that there, the Dolphins, with Ray Stone coming on for Jesse Bromwich. Milford, of course, is starting 5'8" tonight as Smithies getting it on. Strange, loves running. Sharp play the ball as well. That gives Levi a little chance. And he's up to the 30. Comes to Tarpany. They've got the Dolphins backpedaling a little here. And the pass to Whitehead. Then gets it on to Weeks. And Weeks takes the tackle. Good football from Canberra. Last tackle, Levi. Rapana short side, goes himself. And that is going to be the end of that, a changeover.
Some really nice lead-up play, some second phase, starting to cause a little bit of havoc in the defensive line of the Dolphins, but they hang on desperately, as they've done for most of the season. We see in the replay, started with Tarpany. Whitehead back to Weeks. And there was an opportunity if Rapana was able to find a pass.
Yeah. Tough going early in the set here for the Dolphins after that Canberra raid. Milford. That's encouraging.
Yeah, nice signs from Milford.
Ray Stone. Kick here before the last. Isaiah Katoa, that's got angle, that's a wonderful kick. That's a brilliant kick from Katoa. Well, that is a terrific moment. He puts one out the back, and the next chance he gets to put boot to ball, he puts the Dolphins on the attack.
He's got a huge career, this kid. Katoa plays well above his years. Come up with a kick only moments ago that went too long and got his team 7 tackle set. This time comes up with a huge play.
Back-to-back 40-20s, did it last week in Auckland. Now the Dolphins pressing. Best chance so far. Marshall King waiting for the Nichols play the ball. Plath, tried to get through Levi and almost did. With Gula there, one of the men involved in the tackle. Nichols trying to crash through. And Nichols gets close, but Canberra always had that one in hand. Smithies and Tarpany combining. Marshall King, long. Handy pick up that from Katoa, but he's here. Oh, I know he's landed then. Cops a tackle. That had a bit of pepper on it there from Joey Tarpany. Milford on the run. Again, a run-first mentality, it seems, from him. As the Dolphins work the short side. Aiken slips a pass, last tackle. Marshall King chance, and Marshall King scores. He's a good player, Jeremy Marshall King. So many good things happen around this number 9. And off the Aiken offload, it's the Dolphins who score first.
Yeah, some offloads really starting to challenge the defensive line on both sides. Then the Dolphins able to score first in this game. The contest we see here, big kick here from Isaiah Katoa. You mentioned it, Dan, he did it last week against the Warriors. Well, he's backed it up and then out of dummy half. Marshall King's been terrific. Aiken, beautiful offload, throws the dummy on the outside to Milford, scoots under the defensive line.
Another Harvey Norman replay angle there, and did well, the Dolphins. I wonder if Aiken knew it was the last as he received the ball. It seemed like a very late decision to get rid of it.
Well, it was a great offload from Aiken. Throw it out the back door. Strong links to South Sydney with Wayne Bennett in a multi-year deal. Ewan Aiken.
So the kick at goal here for Jermaine Isaako, Jeremy Marshall-King's second try this year. And this man, one of the leading point scorers in the competition yet again. There's a lovely niche stat, 17 from 18 against the Raiders, make it 18 from 19. So, Dolphins, 6 points to 0. And there's two players they'd love to have. Felice Corfusi, 18th man in Origin, but can't play. And the hammer, who'll be in the centres on Wednesday night in Sydney.
It's a wonderful haircut that we see there from Corfusi. Business up front, a little bit of party starting to go out the back. We see the replay there from Jeremy Marshall-King, very much underrated. Out of sight, out of mind for a lot of teams, but extremely skillful and crafty out of dummy half.
It's on your run!
And there it is. There it is. So there's no need to laugh.
Oh, what are you supposed to do? He's a father of 4.
Mark Nichols carrying it upfield here. I mean, you're supposed to laugh, but not so overtly. No, Jesse Bromwich, of course. And it could have been a disaster there, but Isaako not panicking off that kickoff. Now Ray Stone. This has been the challenge early in the game for the Dolphins, making territory. Runs like that will help immensely. Jeremy Marshall-King, too smart. Nearly a 20-metre gain on that one. Fuller goes into dummy half. Herbie Farnworth with his twinkle toes.
Yeah, Danny Levi left on the ground, just getting back to his feet now.
And Wilford kicking and chasing. Rapana positions himself well. That's an excellent set from the Dolphins after points. You see there, Mariota in the bottom of screen there. In the live shot, he's okay. Daniel Levi might not be so healthy at the moment.
Yeah, you might see Tom Starling come into the action as Levi grabs his jaw. You'd think that he may have to go to the HIA and get assessed. There's a nice run through Savage through the middle.
Real effort run there.
Oh, this is not a good look. Jersey is off.
It's a concession there, isn't it? Now the high one. Weeks' kick. Look at the chase. Oh. Magnificent from Xavier Savage. A stunner from Xavier. That is too good. From the moment that ball went in the air, Xavier Savage only had eyes for the steed, and as he comes down with it, what a hit back.
Yeah, it was a beautiful kick, wasn't it? Had some nice height on it. Again, Kyrod Weeks just coming up with a superb kick and one-on-one. Great contest in the air. Savage does extremely well in the conditions to come up with the ball. Bit of a mismatch in terms of size between Trey Fuller and Savage, but that is brilliant.
This Saturday night is becoming the night of the catch on the full try. Sort of sensational one down in Sydney. And this one, the composure to reel in the bobble. Real confidence player, Xavier Savage, and it's a strong start to his night. 7th try of the year. And showing off his speed and his skill. Joins Hudson Young, top of the list for the Raiders, most tries. Future not clear beyond this year. Wants to be a Raider long term, but that hasn't been sorted out as yet. 22 years of age now, Xavier. And that try confirmed. So he might have some points in this game despite the greasy conditions. Rapana, no mistake, 6 apiece after 13 and a half.
He supplied plenty of promise when he first came into the NRL. Xavier Savage had a couple of quiet moments. Really starting to find his consistency in his game. Has done a terrific job to come up with their first try. That's the look you will see all game from Wayne Bennett. Won't change, I wouldn't have thought.
Could be up 40-6, and he'll have that same look. He's been in good form, though. His press conference form has been top-notch. 32nd clash between Ricky Stewart and Wayne Bennett. 32 times they've gone head-to-head. Bennett leads 21-10. Ricky won the last one, though. That was down in Wagga last year via Golden Point. So, Canberra hit back quickly. Big news, Jesse Bromwich. What looks like an injury which is going to be most concerning. And of concern here, holding down, and that's a penalty and a cheap one for the Raiders.
Yeah, it certainly is. Connolly Lemuelu just giving away a penalty after points, inviting the Canberra Raiders back down in their own end. Wayne won't be happy with that.
So Canberra here can mount some more pressure. Strong run here to start really vibrant run from Sebastian Chris. Now to Morgan Smithies. He's taken to the NRL like a duck to water. The former Wigan man. Levi still on the field. Tarpany to the up three. Levi to Strange. Well, he made a meal of Milford there, but brought down eventually. 2-on-2. Chris.
Great.
Almost got there.
Trey Fuller.
Down low. Classic tackle from the fullback. Last. Strange. The right footer. Off the side of the boot. Might make it more difficult. Bostock lost it.
I've got a knock-on off Jack into a Canberra player.
That might be a tough one to challenge, even if Bostock thinks it went back, although he's having a word here. And it looks like they're going to cop that one, and it'll be a Canberra scrub.
Yeah, nicely executed kick. He had plenty of time to come up with a ball here. Jack just gets a little bit of a fumble.
Yeah, that looks like the right call.
Katoa are able to dive on it. Ethan Strange looks strong, doesn't he? He's got that run mentality, as you mentioned. So lightning on his feet.
You just have to assume, don't you, when they're this close and he gets the ball, he's going to have a crack. 19 years of age, and then he's going to try and form a little run around. Look at this little crafty number. Oh, Weeks almost got through. The work of Lemuelu by the bottom of the jumper might have just saved things there. Fuller again defending with Mariota on tackle 2. Now a hit up from Tarpany. Levi looking left. Crash play. Mariota is there. The Raiders crashing through the Dolphins. And Arta Mariota, just his second career try in the NRL. And the Raiders right through the front door.
Well, they've shown their intentions early, the Raiders. They've rolled the sleeves up, prepared to get down and dirty. It's been a perfect start, 7 from 7 to complete. And off the back of a penalty and a repeat set, they roll up the other end, and beautiful work. There's some nice contact down low from Lemuelu and Nichols. Arta Mariota into the starting team, starting to really make a bit of a presence within this side. Has come through the guidance of Ricky Stewart. Spent plenty of time on the bench, but he's started to reward him now and start him on the edge.
Would you say this is an underutilised tactic across the league sometimes, Corey? Just what gets you, as the great Gordon Tallis would say, what gets you close to the line gets you over the line. That when a team with a massive pack like Canberra, just you can crash through.
You certainly can. The way that they're able to do it, that way there is probably the most effective. You can isolate a defender and spin close to the line, as we just saw from Mariota. It makes it so difficult for the defensive line to be able to stop you, and in that case he was able to score, and there was some good contact down low.
So this game has turned, hasn't it? 6-0 Dolphins. Very quickly is about to be a 6-point margin the other way. We look like we've got ourselves a good one here at KO Stadium. Raiders 12, Dolphins 6.
Mariota into the starting side for Hudson Young, who is on Origin duty. Just his second start in the back row in the NRL. And as you mentioned, Dan, his second try in the NRL scored in round 12 last year. And they've got high hopes for this kid, young Mariota. He signed until 2026 here at the Raiders. A hard-running edge back row. He's only 23 years old, so a lot of promise and a great replacement for Hudson Young. And just we're still waiting for official confirmation on anything to do with Jesse Bromwich, guys. He's still up the tunnel, but as we said, we saw him before without his shirt on, which was a good sign.
No, you're right there, Jake. Thank you. Yeah, Mariota's been a regular in this team since late last year, so regular 17 member, but obviously the start tonight is the difference. And, a good moment, a great moment for him. Canberra here playing at a really sharp clip. There's Tarpany, gang tackle. Levi. It's his third run. Marshall King's had a couple of runs, so the dummy halves from both sides getting chances to gallop. And that ends that set for the Raiders. They maintain a perfect completion rate. Now Trey Fuller, what's he got for us? It's a good tackle, a strong tackle from Gula and Whitehead.
It's really important at the moment that the Dolphins are able to get back into their cycle. A lot of possession and territory going the way over the last 10 minutes or so with the Canberra Raiders, coming up with a couple of tries as Ray Stone goes over half.
So, probably going to get a lot more minutes tonight than he would have bargained for, Ray Stone. Back out to Mark Nichols. Marshall King on the last. With Katoa on the short side. Now the chase here of Farnworth and co, but no problem for Rapana. He has nowhere to go, though. The Raiders will have to roll their sleeves up. Typical. Weeks at dummy half. Savage. Holding on there was Avarillo. Got off just in the nick of time. Strange working the middle.
Yeah, back five at the moment, really starting to cause havoc as they come up with an error. Smithies.
The loose pass from Kotrick and Smithies on the fingertips.
Yeah, their first error of the game. You mentioned it, Dan. They've been absolutely perfect with their completion rate. A little bit far down, greasy conditions. The rain starting to fall a little harder now.
15 to go.
So, Dolphins here, packing this scrum wide.
You don't see that often, do you?
See what they've got. All the players on the outside, obviously. Milford getting it on. Fuller! On the inside of Kotrick. Well, they've got it on the left edge here. Farnworth, though, just up the middle effectively. Yet to see a set restart until that moment there. A little bit of latitude had been given by Adam G, but not for much longer. Kato on for Milford. The double pump, cutting out Fuller. Farnworth tries to muscle his way through. Whitehead was down there first. Two over the top. Back inside for Milford. Now for Platt. This is only tackle 3, so patience being shown here. Marshall King scooting the dummy half. Stone on for Milford. Oh, there's the kick. Here comes Katoa, but Strange all over it.
Yeah, Anthony Milford sensed an opportunity in behind Strange, who did a great job to turn and chase and put the ball down. Love to see Anthony Milford take the line on. Play with some tempo at the moment. He's just happy just to pass early. A couple of the young superstars of the game there. Katoa and also Strange.
And now, that's miles out. And that's going to be a play of the ball for the Dolphins. Well, if you're going to miss, you might as well miss by a lot. That was straight into the crowd.
Knock the hot chips out.
Geez, wouldn't you be filthy?
Oh, you just sit down with a nice fresh hot chips in the rain and the ball hits it.
Now it's Katoa running the two men there in that play. Nichols the decoy, Aiken the recipient. Plath out the back, but Nichols the front man. That doesn't fool the Raiders. Although, gee, got close. Now they're stacked deep. Plath, nice pick up Avarilla. There's a little doozy there on Savage. The Gula there with Chris. Not much doing here so far for the Dolphins, but Plath now straightening. And it will come down to the last. Katoa gets it. Then the pass. Farnworth offloads. Bostock in the corner. They had no room to work with, but Farnworth with the offload and Bostock planting it down. And it's the Dolphins' turn to hit back.
Yeah, Herbie Farnworth spent some time out of the game with that AC joint injury. But since his return, he's been outstanding. Last week was brilliant. Here's the dropout that led up to the try. That's landed in row 5. And off the back of that, it's just a bit of individual brilliance from Herbie Farnworth. Not much doing, as you mentioned, Dan, in the lead-up. Katoa just goes to his man, breaks the tackle. What a battle that is out there between Timokot and also Herbie Farnworth, and provides a pass to Bostock, who doesn't need any invitation to score tries. That's his 10th for the season.
Herbie, though, boy, he makes a difference, doesn't he? They're 5-2 and he's played this year, Herbie.
Yep.
And not many could offload like that in that situation, but so strong, the Englishman.
He's got great balance through the hips, terrific leg speed. Just allows him to stand in the tackle and spin out of it.
So the Dolphins now, they scored first, they conceded 2, and Bostock, his 10th try for the year. He's staying in touch with the big boys up top. Joey Manu plays tomorrow. Jeremiah Nane's not playing, neither is Dean Mariner. Mike Acevo has already played, so it's a hell of a first full season. And that's a hell of a kick for Jermaine Isaako. In the driving rain, it's 12 points all here at Kayo Stadium.
Yeah, off the back, a bit of possession. The Dolphins are able to go up the other end, come up with some points. It was just individual brilliance once again from Herbie Farnworth. I mentioned last week some of his statistics. 177 metres. He had 11 tackle busts last week. He was absolutely superb. As to that put down from Bostock.
There's a bloke in a party hat having a good night. I tell you, he's having a good night, the DJ. I don't know what you'd call the Spotify list, but he's getting through some songs. It's quite a wide range.
Party on the peninsula.
Maybe it's his Bucks night. He's, Nichols toppled in the tackle. What's that here to you and Aiken? Now Max Plath working it forward. Fuller. Geez, you can feel the energy of the crowd every time Trey Fuller gets his hands on it. Katoa getting some depth on this high kick. Savage.
Yeah, really nice set after the point. So to please Wayne Bennett as Papali'i looks ready to come on. Emre Gula, the man it is to leave, and to bring on the experience, the toughness of Papali'i.
Last saw him in Magic Round. It was Papali'i. Still don't know what he's doing next year. There's a neutral option in his contract. You would think if he wants to, he certainly will go on. There's Tarpany. Now, Kyrod Weeks It's a midfielder. It might be a little tricky. Oh, he held on, but then he lost it eventually.
Here we go.
Back. And that is a crucial tackle that has been made by Levi. Bringing down Fuller. If he wasn't there, Levi, that might have been curtains. Farnworth working it upfield. This is a fast tempo game. Isaako.
Here's a difficult take for Bostock. The rain's still coming down. He didn't quite strike it how he wanted. Weeks went for the spiral bomb. And they get away with one there, but it was a desperate tackle, wasn't it?
Katoa trying to straighten out in front of Milford the pass. Fuller, quick hands. Bostock had to steady. That cost him, but still 2 tackles left. Just on his knee there, but now back up. Watching this play unfold as Stone carries it up with the last signal. Katoa, shallow, high kick. He's had a perler of a kick, Katoa, but he's had a couple of ones he'd love to redo.
He just had a bit of pressure. You could hear the noise coming from the fans who weren't happy the fact that Katoa had some contact on him while kicking. It was all play on. It's a great fend from Rapana.
Together.
That was Ray Stone. He just swatted away, face palm. Dimical, always good for this. Tough runs up the middle. Josh Papali'i, look at that hair flowing.
You're now. Hook in.
Now it's Smithies. Oh, put down. Trey Mooney, an unhappy first moment of the game for him.
Let's have a look at this.
They are happy to chance their hand with offloads, particularly close to the line, Canberra. They've been rewarded in moments tonight, but
so
not
far
here.
we've got a scrum.
Yeah, Trey Mooney, another one of those youngsters that Ricky Stewart's developing and bringing along. Got a big future in the game, just unable to catch the pass there from Smithies. Had a little look at Max Plath as Connolly Lemuelu just getting assessed by the trainer.
I know Jake Duke has been talking to the Dolphins. I hope he's got good news on Jesse Bromwich. Jake.
Not much news at the moment, guys. They are being very coy about what the actual injury is to Jesse Bromwich, but they have told us that he will not return this evening, so not sounding too good.
Okay.
Well, given the body language that we saw and where he was grabbing the region, you would suggest, without being 100% correct, that it would be a pec injury, which is a long-termer, so not good news.
Now, pass here for Farnworth on the Marshall King. Giving it here to Ray Stone. And problem here.
Connolly. Tackle 1.
Connolly Lemuelu is forced to come off.
Connolly, doctor.
And is likely to be the end of his first half. So, geez, obviously for his health, they don't want to lose him, but from a game perspective, if they lost him, they're down to 15.
Yeah. Josh Kerr will be the replacement to come on while he does his mandatory 15-minute HIA assessment, or Donahue rather.
Donahue, late inclusion. He came into the side because Nicarima was ruled out and Milford moved to 5'8". So a bit of mobility going for here as it comes out to Milford. Delaying the pass, and Amarillo paying the price. And Xavier Savage has forced the knock on.
That's a big play from Xavier Savage. Scored a brilliant individual solo try to start proceedings for the Raiders, and he's come up with a big play here. They go down that short side. Milford delivers a pass to Amarillo, and it's just a bobble there. You heard from the referee. He loses the ball into the back of Savage.
Well, certainly lost it. Did he lose it into Savage, but didn't complain, so he's conceded there, Jake Amarillo.
Put the captain's challenge card back in the pocket.
He can be quite the player. When he starts a game hot, Xavier Savage, that could be a real problem for the opposition. Terrific tackle from him, and a penalty to Canberra.
Hey.
Now we're seeing some frustrations coming out here. They're obviously trying to work Milford over. That doesn't amount to much, but Canberra to go on the attack.
Anthony Milford just getting caught
Yeah,
up.
mate.
A little bit of verbal.
Yep.
Started his career at the Canberra Raiders back in 2013.
Hey, Anthony.
Oh. Now, what have we got here?
Quick. Listen. So far, we've had a good, clean game. That's absolute rubbish on the ground. You're on report. What is it? Head in on the ground.
Let's just look at this. Using his head as a press.
That's an interesting one.
Would you say ticky-tack?
Yeah.
All right, so for a moment, I think we were thinking he's going to go for 10.
Oh, I'm so glad he didn't.
So the Raiders now have been pretty clinical, haven't they, when they've had their chances? With Smithies bounding up the middle. Only 11 tackles inside the 20 for 2 tries. Here comes Mooney.
Jeremy, no more! Wait!
Now it's a play for Whitehead. Oh, his eyes lit up. He thought he saw a little opening and stopped just a couple of metres out as they open up the left. Crash play again. It's worked before. Not this time. Mooney captured. Last. And again they go for it. And again they score! Whitehead. So simple. So effective. The Raiders are in.
He's got a wonderful ability, Elliott Whitehead, of scoring tries. Out on that right edge, missed some games, but since his return, the skipper has led by example. This is a carbon copy to what we saw with Mariota only moments ago. Out of dummy half, spins on the play, beats a tackle of Katoa. So close to the line. To answer your question again, Dan, that's exactly how you do it. If you can isolate a defender and have a spin, more often than not, you will find the ground, and if you're over the line, what's a try?
I don't believe Ethan Strange nor Kyrod Weeks touched it in that entire set. It was power football, and they get their result. For the Raiders.
Yeah, nicely done.
Elliott Whitehead, they haven't seen much of him, unfortunately, this year. But tremendous, as usual, for the Raiders. Only his 5th game, a calf injury has kept him on the sideline.
He was outstanding in their win over the Manly Seagulls.
Well, he almost single-handedly
in
turned
his
them
second
around.
stint in particular.
He's hinted this could be his last season. Of course, he came here in his mid-20s. He'd done plenty of things in the Super League before he came to Australia. Bradford and Catalan. Now Rapana. Oh, this one here. So that is a beauty, and the Raiders retake the lead here. 18 points to 12 in this seesawing contest at KO Stadium. So another look here. Farnworth there, and he's a strong defender, but Elliott Whitehead takes some stopping. And they couldn't get him down, not in time. So Whitehead's 3rd try in his 5th game this year. About the Raiders, Corey, they're one of those sides, you know their identity.
Yeah, you certainly do. They don't go out there and beat themselves. 81% on average completion rate. Keeps them in every game that they're in. You mentioned about the tight wins that they've been able to put up this year. They'd come back 20-0 down against the Manly Seagulls only a number of weeks ago.
Oh, now Jeremy, cut, square, Jeremy!
And Levi, Smithies. Down here, and you'd think the task would only get harder for the Dolphins. Jesse Bromwich gone, so that the rotation would have been mucked around with, and players will have to play minutes they perhaps weren't expecting. With Papali'i, Canberra players claiming there was high contact there. Papali'i made the play. 12 from 14, their completions as that kick goes up. And they've already scored one that way, but Kotrick just overran that one.
Overshot the runway, Kotrick.
Fuller. The thing about players like Trey Fuller, they might be on the back foot, but click of the fingers, they can do something very special. Gee, the first half hasn't it gone quickly. Only 5 minutes and 45 seconds left as Farnworth works it up.
Oh, that's costly. Yeah, before.
Ooh, a line ball in there, Josh Kerr. He'll be fresh. Now Marshall King, you can't give him that sort of room. Marshall King already has one tonight. Dolphins now. Donahue dummy half. Plath on the Katoa. Aiken. Oh! Up and under tackle from Kyrod Weeks, and he's jolted the ball free.
Yeah, superb tackle from the youngster. Kyrod Weeks out on the right edge. Kicking game has been outstanding tonight. Defensively is really aimed up here. Up under the ball, Elliot Whitehead plays a hand, but it's a contact from Weeks.
Well, we've seen Weeks, we've seen Xavier Savage, players you wouldn't put down as defensive powerhouses, come up with terrific tackles that have resulted in errors.
Yeah, it was a big play. They only just had a set restart. Full set of 6 under their belt.
Ricky Stewart said when Jamal Fogarty was injured, his instruction to Kyrod Weeks was be yourself. Do not try and be Jamal, be your own player. And they're 2 wins and 2 losses since he's taken that number 7 role.
What a battle this is. Timocott and also Farnworth. Two of the real tackle breakers in the game.
Max now! Kurt, hold it! Hold!
Now it comes into number 16, Trey Moody. Following up with Smithy. It's on the Strange. And up there quickly was Amarillo, but couldn't make the tackle, and he got excited, Ethan Strange, and had that pass connected. Savage was a chance to do something of note.
Yeah, this
now
is
the
brilliant.
Dolphins get a chance.
This is brilliant from Ethan Strange. Has had an outstanding start to his NRL career. Beats Amarillo, palms off Max Plath, gets on the outside of Milford. If he's able to find him on the chest, wow, it's a foot race between Fuller and also Savage. That is brilliant play.
But this is the opportunity presented for the Dolphins. Katoa. His second run of the night here. Be a pretty good result for the Dolphins if they could go in at halftime all tied up. This is Kerr. Katoa, Plath on his inside, Fuller on his outside. Now comes out to Farnworth. Already had success out this side. There to make the tackle was Weeks. Katoa for Plath. Plath running. Looking to fall on his front here. Mooney eventually lets him play it. Katoa comes to the right side. Milford! And Strange there with Chris. On the last. Katoa. Contest. That's well weighted. But it's a good catch from Kotrick.
He did nice. Did a great job there, Kotrick. Very good in the air, Bostock. It was a beautiful kick once again from Katoa. The size and power of Kotrick was able to come down with the ball. Important take.
So the Raiders here, could they capture something? Oh, high tackle. High tackle. Now they will get a chance here, Canberra. Savage is having some first half. He hit that at speed. And Donahue just couldn't quite time that correctly.
Yeah, nice little play here from Mariota, who's had a terrific first half for Ricky Stewart, and it's just a tackle coming over from Donahue. Just goes high on Savage and invites the Canberra Raiders with a minute and a half to go in this first half down into the end zone.
Donahue on report. Milford's already on report.
A big set in the context of the game here.
Some teams would have a field goal mentality about this.
Well, from what we've seen already from the Canberra Raiders, it'll be run out running. And if there's an opportunity, I would suggest you're right.
Mooney. Penalty goal might do as well, but anything here for Canberra would be just lovely. Strange out to Chris. 20 metres out here. Positive first 3 plays with 40 seconds left. Little short side play, beautifully read by the marker. That was Kyrod Donahue coming across to make the tackle. That just slows the Raiders up. Strange to Smithies. Oh my goodness. I don't think he'd even get that one cleared at Bruce Stadium, Morgan Smithies. And that's an underwhelming end of the half, which is one of the few things the Raiders have done wrong in these first 40 minutes.
Yeah, the handling of both teams been very good, but that's an awful pass from Smithies. Looked like they were setting up for a field goal. Time's going to beat the scrum.
So we are nicely poised here. Dolphins had a lot thrown at them in the first half. And they've got things to deal with. No Jesse Bromwich. Waiting on news on Connolly Lemuelu. So it's going to be hard yakka for them, but they're still very much in this contest. And now it comes to Herbie Farnworth. No theatrics with Trey Fuller on the last play. They'll go into the shed 6 points down. It's the Raiders on top here. 18 points to 12.
10 runs and nearly 80 run metres as they battle it out in this second half. They might be the difference.
So here we go, second half. Raiders looking for their 7th win, Dolphins looking for their 8th. The Dolphins could go to equal 3rd. Raiders could be equal 4th if they win this contest tonight. We'll bring up a live ladder a little later on, but Kenny Bromwich in the game now. His brother Jesse nursing what looks to be potentially a nasty pec injury. Ewan Aiken now. With Kyrod Donahue. Working the middle here. So with the Bromwich injury, we've got the 2 dummy halves on at the same time. Trey Fuller injecting himself early in this second half. Katoa. That could be a little tricky there, bit of wobble on it. No, Savage, who was wonderful in the first half, starts the second half on the right note.
It was a nice set, wasn't it, from the Dolphins, just getting out of their own end, rolling the sleeves up. We'll see in the replay, kick chase was where it needed to be as they come out this right-hand side now through Kotrick.
It's round 13. Canberra haven't been in front at half-time since round 6. They won't know what to do with themselves here. They've been pretty good at coming back in second halves, but this time they're trying to play from in front. Dolphins have overcome 2 half-time deficits to win this year. Papali'i with a good run. And now it's Kyrod Weeks. A couple of wonderful tackles from Kyo, forcing errors. Trey Fuller composed with that kick high up in the night sky in these wet conditions. One of the try scorers for the Dolphins, Jack Bostock. Marshall King scored their other. Katoa scoops it up and runs.
Yeah, the back 5 just really going to work now for the Dolphins. They were terrific last week.
Farnworth. Leaders flowing for both sides. Oh, 6 more. That's a killer for Canberra on tackle 4. Now we've got Josh Kerr. We're still waiting for news on Connolly Lemuelu. He went off before half-time for a concussion assessment. Now it's the Dolphins with Milford. Out it goes to Amarillo. 10 metres out the Dolphins. Milford first receiver. Delays the pass for Donahue. Now Kerr down the middle. Canberra all over it. With Levi there and Whitehead and Papali'i. They keep going left. Katoa to Aiken. Great grass-cutting tackle. Now it comes to the open on the last. And put down by Chris. This will be 6 more. Milford, as soon as he heard the call, he just tucked it under.
Well, they all need to play on the same plate. There's Lemuelu. That answers your question,
There he
Dan.
is. Bang, he's there. That's big news there. So they're down to 16, the Dolphins, as it goes deep to Katoa. Out it goes now for Josh Kerr. Canberra forced to defend their goal line yet again. Farnworth was upset on the left side as it comes to the open to Donahue.
Numbers to the right if they can get there.
Rain getting heavier. Katoa skipping, running in. Oh, he slips the pass. And the ball has come down for Raverillo. It's going up as no try.
Okay, Goffey, I got no try. Can you confirm it actually comes off a Dolphins leg? Then we have a Raider knock-on in goal.
Yeah, wonderful play from Katoa, taking the line on. Has yet to do it in this game. He goes through the line. I thought he was going to score for all money. Gets the pass away. Does it go forward? Does it touch a hand? It's off the knee there. Does it? Oh, that looks to be play on.
That's a live ball. Obviously, forward pass can't be ruled on by the bunker. There's not one of those.
Just looking to see if Connolly touches the ball with his hand.
Ooh.
He's done well there.
The ball comes off the leg. So we're
Lemuelu.
playing on to this point. There's no knock-on by the Dolphins.
Now, what happens here? Now, if this is a clean knock-on, or a clean drop from Canberra, here comes Averillo. Unless Lemuelu's had a little part of this. So Mariota trying to clean it up. It'll be a fluke try, but it could be on here.
Canberra then lose possession in the
What
in goal.
happens?
We're playing on.
Oh, yeah.
Has he
that's the try.
grounded it?
Averillo.
Averillo's grounded it.
Well, that's downward pressure, Dan.
I think so too, but you never know. We've gone through about 3 checkpoints to get to here. Can we get past the final one?
Yeah, that's it there.
Jake Averillo then grounds the ball in the in goal.
What about
We have a
the
decision.
run? Katoa went for the pass. He got so excited. And it comes off.
The eyes there of Mariota explains it all. And they're able to come out the second half in the opening minutes, come up with a try. It was a set restart on play 4 that got them the opportunity.
Well,
They come out to the right-hand side. It was just a show and go. Lemuelu pushing up. Does a great job, Lemuelu, not to get his hands on the ball.
now, was it a forward pass from Katoa? It was a loose pass. It was a poor pass. Was it a forward pass?
Well, the camera angle that we saw to see if it did touch his hand probably fell in favour of Katoa. That angle there looks a little different, however. That one there.
Well, it's point blank, so hard for the ref to judge. Well, sometimes you just need a bit of luck, and the
They
Dolphins could
certainly
tie this game. That might end up being the flukiest try of 2024. And it could turn the momentum of this game around completely.
It's been you score, I score.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like the points are going to stop here. Oh, he got it. Isaako, 18 points apiece. Jake Duke, down to you.
Great start to this second half for the Dolphins. A try there to Jake Averillo, and as you mentioned before, Connolly Lemuelu, guys, has passed his HIA, and the word we're getting out of the Dolphins sheds is that Jesse Bromwich is actually a rib injury. That's what's ruled him out of this game, so that would be probably a better outcome than what we feared first would be the pec injury. Other than that, Wayne Bennett, his message at halftime, he just wanted better physicality in defence. They let in some cheap tries from the Raiders back rowers in that first half. Ricky Stewart really happy with his side's intensity, wanted him to keep that up. He wouldn't be happy with how they started.
Thank you, Jake Duke. Well, that's great news, really. I mean, again, it proves that people in the commentary box shouldn't diagnose Corey, they just should. But he did set close to his pec.
Well, that's why you diagnose.
That's great news, though.
You say all the right words and scans and speculative and all these things, you'll be fine.
So,
I'm not convinced it's rib, though.
it seemed a bit far away from the rib, didn't it? But here is Jeremy Marshall King. If it is rib, it's great, because we were thinking we were going to have to eulogise his career tonight, and hopefully that's not going to be the case. Well, it could be. It's only 14 weeks left in the season, and long-term pec injury. could be curtains, but Rapana now onto Savage. This game continues to go at a fair pace.
They're just starting to change gears, the Dolphins, at the moment. Defensively, just really picking up their tempo.
There, well, Kotrick went down there. It was a bustling run. It was the Kotrick of old. He pushed through some defenders there, but he's obviously fallen down awkwardly.
He just said there, a hip drop.
So Marshall King. Well, did Marshall King put his weight on the legs there of Kotrick?
Yeah.
Let's see here. He's coming from the side, which always makes it a little harder to judge.
He's on the ground. It's obviously the attacking players are aware of it, because the actions that we saw from Kotrick on the ground would suggest that he was in serious pain. However, he jumped straight to his feet and he realises there's not going to be a penalty and plays the ball.
So Papali'i
runs back out early.
Followed up now, Mariota. Some good moments for him tonight. Unlucky with the try that just led to, with the knock on that led to the Dolphins try. Trey Mooney. Now, hello. Kyrod Weeks, little chip coming through. Didn't get the bounce. Katoa didn't panic. Good football.
Showed a real cool head there, didn't he, Katoa? Had the ball shielded if it was going to come back. And whilst there was some exciting play there from Weeks, I would have loved to have got the ball deep. A strong contact from Papali'i.
Chant goes up. Donahue for Milford. Now on the fuller. Early ball, Avarillo. Oh, Kerr puts it down. Josh Kerr was looking at Donahue.
Well, Donahue got him with the little no-looker out the back. And Kerr just takes his eyes off the ball.
Yep. So, only the 5th error for the Dolphins. Not bad in these conditions. So now we've got Morgan Smithies on report. Danny Levi. Crusher tackle, by the way, on Morgan Smithies. That's why he is on report. Levi there coming off. That's about the usual time for him. There was concerns early when he got the knock to the jaw, but obviously played through that. Starling. Mooney. 12th NRL game for Trey Mooney. Always held in high regard at the Raiders. Morgan Smithies. Tough run. Papali'i. Whitehead on his outside. Aiken with the tackle. Now comes back for Rapana. In the line there, Mariota. They caught Milford out, but not Avarillo nor Lemuelu. Last tackle, short side play, strange, that's forward. Oh, it's play on, but they're nonchalantly taking it here.
That is some strong contact from Anthony Milford defensively.
I thought it was at the line. You're all at the line playing. Wait.
So it's Dolphins ball, they're just bringing this forward. Well, somewhere there, whether it was Chris's tap or the original pass, that was the error.
It's the old ball. Ethan Strange, no, if you're going to dig into the line, you've got to wear a hit. There's Kerr, strong run, trying to make amends for his error.
And a very sharp play the ball. There's Farnworth to work it up. Katoa. Fuller. Hasn't found a way through yet.
He's looking.
He certainly is. now the kick here from Katoa. This is all about the chase. And Rapana, courageous take. Cannoning into Lemuelu as he brings it down. Now Sebastian Chris. Averillo with the only try this second half.
Doing it tough at the moment. The Raiders trying to come out of their own end. You hear the home fans here just getting behind the Dolphins.
Weeks has put it way out on the full. Not even close. He's had such a terrific night, but that one could haunt him.
He's been brilliant in the first half with his kicking game. Only moments ago, chose to run it, put a little chip over the top, handed field position back to the Dolphins. This time, some inside pressure from Ewan Aiken, who does a great job. He puts it out on the full.
The Dolphins back on the attack. So the report's flying thick and fast now. We've got Anthony Milford on report.
For the contact on Ethan Strain.
The high tackle. Now it comes out here to Milford. Fuller. Pass wasn't clinical, but it's gone backwards, according to Adam G. And we continue. Even Fuller looks surprised as he looked back at the referee. Aiken. Donahue now the dummy half roll, his primary position. Rushing up Strange. Couldn't cut off the offload, but he did more than enough, Ethan Strange. With Milford having nowhere to go. Last tackle. Donahue away to Kerr. Needs to get rid of it. Does. Donahue keeps it going. Off the carpet. It's Kenny Bromwich. He loves a little grubber, Kenny. And a great take here at the back. Raiders cutting it off. And Rapana again. That man does not know how to avoid a potential collision.
Yeah, brilliant work, wasn't it? It's now Timoko getting expansive on his own line.
Ooh, Strange, threatening. So it's hard to believe, but somehow this game feels like it's opening up. And it's been open all contest. Hope we're enjoying it at home. Pretty miserable stuff for most of the East Coast. So tucked up and warm, I hope, and enjoying this. These two teams putting on quite the show. Lots of height on this, but neither here nor there. Bostock, no problem.
Well, it's just important, wasn't it, that he was able to get to a decent kick at the end of set.
Fuller. Shake one, Corey. Just want to put the next one on the green, and anywhere will do. Zaka.
Sounds like we've done that quite a few times.
I haven't hit the green often. Zaka. Now Plath. Defence really retreating there, allowing Plath to run. They always had him covered. So Marshall came off for a burst here. Donahue taking the reins at the dummy half roll. This should be a contest. Averillo tapping it back. It's play on Milford. Averillo a little bit of space. Back inside. Last pass doesn't connect. Now the question. Savage, and it should be 10.
Yeah.
I don't believe so, because there's other defenders.
Okay, so Adam G explains penalty, but not professional foul, because not necessarily certain that would have been a try.
If he catches the ball, he scores. He's 5 metres away from the line and go back on the inside. Averillo, yes, there was defenders there, but it's a potential try-scoring opportunity.
Funny thing is, Savage probably doesn't know there's a defender on his inside, and he's...
Well, that's true.
All right, 13 on 13. 18 points all. Donahue for Plath. That's the try line just in front of him. Kenny Bromwich is going to be the decoy. Isaako delays the pass again. It goes wrong. That was Aiken and Kerr coming through. And then the penalty to boot. No.
It's one thing to come up with the wrong play and an error. It's second to compound it and give away a penalty. They just get it wrong here. Kerr too tight. Katoa pulled the trigger to play out the back and then gives away a penalty.
Now tomorrow, Sunday ticket live and ad-free, Roosters Cowboys. Now we don't know if James Tedesco's playing. Reports today that he might be called into the New South Wales camp. Both sides players missing there with Origin, and I tell you what, if Tedesco does play, he'll have a point to prove. Fox League, the only place you'll catch every game of every round, and that one, of course, like every game here on Fox League live and ad break free during play. Sunday ticket, just the one game tomorrow.
Is there trouble in New South Wales camp?
31 metres away, Canberra. Mariota. Now it comes to Mooney. Last play. Arm raised by the winger Kotrick, but it's going to go through the hands. Maybe it will get to it. Kyrod Weeks goes for the line and scores! Oh, it's not Kayo Stadium, it's Kayo Stadium tonight. Weeks puts the Raiders back in front.
Well, he's had a couple of unhappy moments with the boot in this second half. But if he's able just to come up with plays like this, as we have a look on the Harvey Norman replay, Papali'i to the line, goes out the back to Rapana. Plenty of time and space for that man there. Gets on the outside of Katoa. It just burns him for pace. And scores a wonderful try for Ricky Stewart at a real crucial moment. 23 minutes to go in this contest. And it was a poor pass and a penalty up the other end of the field to that man there, Katoa. And Weeks makes him pay.
Wow. That's a terrific moment for a young man who's been so good tonight until putting one out on the full. You could understand if it would have rattled him, but there, turns the game back on its head. Kyrod Weeks making a real fist of this number 7 role, isn't he? 5th game. They win tonight, they'll be 3 out of 5 while he's been in that role.
Well, he was earmarked to start the season for Ricky Stewart, but it was only the trial form that we saw Ethan Strange get the jump on Kyrod Weeks. And the injury obviously was able to inject him into the side and spot on there.
He's been kicking well tonight. Jordan Rapana straight down the middle. Raiders back out by 6.
Kyrod Weeks has been fantastic for the Raiders since moving into that halfback role to replace Jamal Fogarty. Round 8 was the first time he has started at halfback in the NRL, and over the past 5 games he now has 3 tries, 3 try assists, and averaging 73 metres with the ball in hand. A terrific ball runner for the Raiders. He was in that battle with Ethan Strange for the number 6 to start the season, but now they've combined forces to be the most inexperienced halves pairing in the NRL, and they're doing a great job as both the coaches watch on stone face. This one's still very much in the balance.
It is quite the dichotomy, Jake. Thank you. You've got veterans all over the place in this team. Rapana 34, Papali'i 32, Whitehead 34. Tarpany, I guess we could start to call him a veteran. He's in his prime now at 30, and you've got 2 kids in the 6 and 7 role, making a real fist of it. There's another youngster. Mooney. Top.
It's about the 20-minute mark, particularly when you're chasing points, that you want your strongest players on the field as Weeks goes for a 40-20.
Well, this would be a cherry on the top here. Certainly got the distance, and it's a pretty good result nonetheless. Didn't get his 40-20, but look where the Dolphins are, and just enough of a committee there to bring Fuller down.
Yeah, you want your strongest players on, the people that can create. Jeremy Marshall-King, you would think, would be back into the action anytime soon now. as Canberra change gears.
This set going nowhere fast here for the Dolphins. And Bostock down the middle. And Josh Kerr coming off. Farnworth, one of their potential game breakers, the Dolphins. But conventional set there, deep in their own territories. Milford gives it the lot. And now Kotrick thunders it back. This has been a perfect few minutes here from Canberra. Timokal. Comes to Strange. For Mariota. And the pass. Strange with the skip and the jump and the pass. Rapana on the 30. Starling. Early ball Tarpanen. They're so happy just to punch it forward, Canberra. Starling, though, will want to run here. Starling down the middle. Last play. Weeks. Timokal. Grubber. Has it been held? No, it hasn't. Everything going the Raiders' way. The Timokal kick not pulled in by Trey Fuller on the first attempt. This is a big set coming up.
Well, they had a bit of success only moments ago out on this right-hand side. They go to that man. He's hard to handle close to the line. Timokal puts a kick in. And Trey Fuller in the right position, just unable to hold it. Greasy, wet conditions here.
Yeah, and then you've got that that centre, that big centre for Canberra, threatening to maul it if he did take it correctly. So let's see what Canberra's got cooking here with 4 on the left. Whitehead making up the number there. They go to the open side. Timokal didn't like what he saw, but he does a lovely pirouette there. And gets it on the right edge. So they open up this left side. Big test for the Dolphins. Tarpanen getting closer. Struggled to hold on the Dolphins when Canberra have been close. Strange, oh, he took a tumble. He was ready to go there. But they'll go again with a new set. First set restart Canberra have received. Papali'i down the middle. Tarpanen looks ready to have another go here, but he's the decoy as it comes from Rapana, the Weeks. Oh no! Oh, friendly fire, Rapana crashing into Kyrod Weeks, and hopefully Weeks is fine. Ball comes out.
Shot clock on.
And that's a strange way for that set to come to an end.
Yeah, it was a defensive read from Herbie Farnworth come up. He didn't make the read. He had to come up with a play. They got burnt moments ago. And you're right, just some friendly fire. You can see Ricky Stewart. Things were building nicely for the Raiders.
Big bullet there dodged by the Dolphins. Great to see that Luke's Club chock-a-block as usual. I wonder what time they get there to get those front positions. I'm guessing they've been planted all day. Certainly in position.
Move together, Raiders, front foot.
Remain Isaako now. Oh, Marshall King. So his stint on the bench predictably short. Now it comes to Kantoa. Got the defence real here. Farnworth slipped by Timokal, but not Starling.
He did a great job, Farnworth, just to move on the pass.
There's a 6 again, would have been handy there. That's what Farnworth thought was coming. There's Plath out here to Marshall King. And Milford hasn't been afraid to run tonight. Certainly early in the game he was looking to run. Strange left on the ground there, but he gets up as this ball goes high. Farnworth taps it. Nichols. Raiders refuse to panic. And the saving tackle from Kotrick and Rapana. Just for a split second, Nichols thought he was going to cross again. He already got 3 this year.
It's been a try-scoring year for Nichols, but you put yourself in the spot and the good things come. There's a wonderful play there from Bostock. Set move, and Nichols' eyes lit up, but some great defence from Kotrick and also Rapana now.
Oh, look at this. Savage going all the way across the field and giving it to Chris. He's got the fullback to beat here, but now the defence comes from behind. Isaako making the tackle, but the Raiders here. A lot of tackles to work with. Oh, Savage hit hard. Plath up top. Stone down low. Smithies. Another try here makes it particularly difficult for the Dolphins. Strange with footwork. Strange then straightens.
Last one, Mark. Make it. Wait.
Last play. Kyrod Weeks back inside. Tap it! Thundering towards the line. It just got a clip, and that has saved a try. And the man who stopped him is now down for the count. That looks like
Trey Fuller.
it looks like it is Trey Fuller.
Might have just got a straight boot from Tarpanet. As he went in for the tackle, he looks in. Goes through the play there of Marshall King. Oh, it's a knee.
Geez, that's
It's a
gonna be
knee to Fuller.
That is going to be a problem. It's particularly courageous there, putting his body in harm's way to save a try, but I'm not sure, Corey, we're going to see much more of Trey Fuller
No,
tonight.
he'll leave the field, Trey Fuller.
I think we can
Who's
forget.
been, once again, a live wire and has looked likely in this second half. You'll see a reshuffle here with the Dolphins. You would think maybe Isaako might go back to fullback.
So they're going to be down to 15 here, you would imagine. As now finally he's up. As we watch the replay.
It was Savage just getting across field, beating defenders, and finds Chris.
And the trainer just helping Trey Fuller off here. So predictably, Trey Fuller will exit the game. Although, yes, no, trainer's helping him. Trey wanting to stay on here as we look at these shots on replay. But it's unfortunate for one of the great stories of 2024, the late emergence of Trey Fuller.
Well, it was a tackle that had to be made. He was scoring for all money. Tarpany threw his body on the line.
But in the context of the game, that's a huge blow because that's the game breaker they needed. Needing at least one more try in these last 15 minutes. Katoa always runs straight, doesn't he? Then the pass with Averillo distributing away. So Averillo now working the other side as he rolls down the middle. Katoa off the belly. That's going to be tricky. Oh, wow. Rapana! Not even Rapana could haul that one in. He's been so good tonight, Rapana, but that was as good as it gets.
That was impressive from Katoa. You have a look on replay, just kicks the belly of the ball. Absolute floater. Holds it a little bit different, straight in the meat of the ball there, and it just gets away from him. Just gets away from Rapana.
Nearly got that too, you know. One of the catches of the season.
He's come up with some really big plays for his team. Katoa had the 40-20 in the first half at a crucial time. This time comes up with a big kick.
Well, wouldn't this set things up if the Dolphins could score and perhaps tie the game? Farnworth. Wrapped up. So Herbie will play it. Donahue. Lemuelu. Marshall King off the slow play the ball. Can only distribute as he finds Platt. Patient start to this set. Katoa is out the back, but it comes to the front man, Ray Stone, as Marshall King tried to fool him with his eyes. Now gets it to Katoa. Out it goes here to Averillo, but great strength from Kyrod Weeks. Another important tackle from the halfback. Katoa, their one try has come off a kick in this second half. Up they go, back it comes. Marshall King fires it out. Donahue takes the bounce, scores in the corner. Dolphins are in. Adam G points to the spot, and the Dolphins Dolphins remarkably will have a kick to tie the game as Donahue finds a way to get it down in the corner.
Yeah, it was building nicely, and the fans here love it. Kick to come to tie things up. And again, off a kick. Beautifully executed. They come out to this left-hand side. Avarillos looked dangerous in the second half, and Katoa put the bomb up before to get him the ball back. This time puts it on a dime, and the ball intentionally back there, finds the hands, and he just needed to get the pass away. He was able to do it, Marshall King and Donahue. That's a big play from Isaako.
Well, he's got a big moment here, Jermaine Isaako, because he's got a chance here to tie it up. There's 11 and a half to go anyway, but he had 2 kicks from out wide last week, and they did not go through. But he's here at home, and here to tie it up.
He struck him beautifully. This game, you set it up on a platter for him.
Good Donahue, the Fijian 5'8", coming up with a try in the corner. Yeah, well done, young man. 15th game of first grade. Here we go. Jermaine Isaako. He's made plenty of clutch kicks in his career and field goals as well. Starts it way out right. Look at the hook. It's perfect. That is from the Jonathan Thurston school of hooking it around. Beautiful kick, Jermaine Isaako.
What a kick. 24 all, 11 to go. As Isaako was able to get the ball back to Marshall King, he threw the ball. Might have been a question mark whether it had gone forward. And Donahue, have a look at this. That's a good 4 metres out. Right up, the right uprights. He's come back in. No better feeling, Dan, when you kick him from the sideline, the run back there.
Never looked like missing. And, geez, that wasn't that far away from the touchline, but all tied up here in Redcliffe. 24 all. Again, oh, knock on from Stone. Now the Raiders with a chance. Starling. Timoko, head down, arrowing towards the try line. And just like that, the Raiders now with a terrific chance. Strange, he's waiting, but face palm one, then a second from Tarpany. Starling, there's Strange, distribute, Rapana. Straight into Donahue and Milford. Now little dart for dummy, half. That's only tackle 4. Little Simi Sasangi, who's quite fresh. Ethan Strange.
They're trying to go the shortest way possible to the try line at the moment.
And this time the Dolphins are aware of it. The power game, they've been called out a couple of times, but they've held on here on the last. Tarpany first receiver, and he's caught. Now he needs to get rid of it, but they come in from everywhere. Plath and Stone and Aiken, and a rarity. The Raiders get it wrong.
Well, they've saved their worst set of 6 for the most important time. They were able to get up the other end. 9 minutes remaining in this game, 24 all. It was one out running, and then go to the front row on their 5th play. Still plenty of time in this game, but that was critical, that set of 6.
So that's your information there this Wednesday. Game 1, State of Origin in Sydney. 40-20 attempt. It's got angle. Oh, Rapana didn't do enough. Now, are they going to challenge this?
Well, he is confident.
So
he's gone out.
No, he's out.
I don't know why you'd even challenge that.
He's out. And he is going to challenge it. It's going to be a 1 replay job.
No, he said no.
Okay.
He said no challenge.
Okay.
He saw it on the replay.
He saw it on the replay.
Well, that's a huge play once again. Katoa, 40-20.
Play the ball, play the ball.
At a real pivotal time in the game. 8.5 minutes. He came up one in the first half and they scored points off it.
He'd never had one until last week. Now he's got 3 in 2 weeks, and this one might win them the game. Nichols. He might be about to kick a field goal, Katoa. Someone is potentially lining one up here.
Isaako.
Well, they've got a few kickers. Milford can kick him. Here's a run from Max Platt. They might get there before the field goal. Canberra now the team that has to hold on.
Isaako's in the slot, Dan.
He's back. He's directly in front. There you go. See him now. Here he comes. No mucking around. Jermaine Isaako steps to his right and he drills it. Jermaine Isaako puts the Dolphins in front. His 5th career field goal, and this one might be a game winner.
They have showed such great composure, the Dolphins, in the second half, as we see Isaako didn't quite strike it how he normally does, but that's a beauty. They all go through. I talk about composure. Well, Katoa has come up with some big plays. Put a bomb up that put Rapana under all sorts of pressure moments ago. They scored off the back of that. A 40-20 in the first half, 40-20 right there.
And they could only do that because he nailed the sideline conversion.
Correct.
So Jermaine Isaako with 2 very big moments. And Wade Bennett, that's as much as an expression as we've seen. I think there was a little wry smile, but maybe you've got to imagine it. Job not done though, 7 minutes to go.
That's off the back of that set of 6 that we spoke about from the Raiders.
This will be a heartbreaker for the Raiders if they can't turn this around. They've done so many great things tonight.
That's a great set.
And Mark Nichols there, and he's left Morgan Smithies on the ground, and Smithies writhing around here. He's going to get up, it looks like. He's not in a great space. Oh, challenging kick, and Savage stands up to it.
Well, there's no better set of 6 after points, and that was a crucial one from Isaako. There's now Katoa racing off the line.
They can smell the blood in the water here, the Dolphins. Can they force an error? Smithies is not right.
Look at this. This is play 3 from the Raiders, still inside their own 20.
Deep inside their 20. Have they got the energy to get up the other end? Dolphins don't look like they're in a mood to give away a penalty either. They've done this very well. What a seesawing game here on Saturday night. Super Saturday here on Fox. Been a cracker. Typical. Followed up now by Weeks with the kick. And, well, he hits the grass. That's a decent result. Avarillo, playing with fire.
He needed to show more desperation. His team had absolutely did a fantastic job off the back of points to roll up the other end defensively. And Avarillo just allowed it to bounce.
Now it's Bostock. They've cut down the errors. The Dolphins need to hold their nerve here. Farnworth, that's a terrific run. But well contained in the end. Oh, he's going to stay down, Herbie. He's going to stay down.
He's been terrific, hasn't he? Set up a try to Bostock in that first half. That's his 18th run for up over 140 run metres.
Little shot there. And now that might get the bunker's attention. Joey Tarpany looked up at the screen, watched that unfold. I think he might be questioning whether
if you're reading lips there, well...
Herbie's going to play it.
Pretty sure you can understand what Tarpany was on about.
Yes. The ref's letting him play. Last. Katoa. End over end this time. Won't be easy because of the traffic. And it's a cruel bounce. Here comes Bostock. Rapana drops it. Towed sideways by Weeks. And that is a penalty to Canberra.
Yeah, I think they might challenge here through Bostock. He did.
Just relax.
Some tempers are flaring up.
Just relax. Yeah. Okay. Captain's challenge from the Dolphins. Goffey. On-field decision is that Jack Bostock actually pushes Jordan Rapana off the ball.
Now, if this is not overturned, this gives Canberra a chance to boot it upfield.
Yeah, it certainly does. There was contact from first glance. Whether they were jostling for the ball.
Dolphins kick chase is onside.
It's probably one of those that's hard to overturn, even if it is debatable. Katoa again causing havoc, or wreaking havoc with his kicking. This time the conventional bomb. By the way, Herbie Fun with his going off for a HIA. So
we're just looking at the contact between Jack Bostock and Jordan Rapana.
What do you see there, Corey?
Well, there is contact between those two players. Now that the referee had called there was a push in the back. Well,
no, that's not going to. That's a problem. It's what's that term we use? Ticky-tack. But there's hands in the back, isn't there?
Well, they may deem it just minimal contact, which we have seen.
Let a couple of things go tonight.
So Jack Bostock puts both hands on the back of Jordan Rapana and then extends the hands, pushing him out of the way.
There you go.
The challenge is unsuccessful.
Let a couple of things go, like the Herbie tackle, which ironically does see him go off. So 25-24.
Well, that's a big play, right? Herbie Farnworth gets collected high from Joey Tarpanat, who remains on the field. And now they lose one of their most damaging ball runners.
It's not the way it normally goes. It normally goes the other way. Player on report.
That is correct.
Player keeps going. It's a funny night here at Redcliffe. 25-24, but Timoko driven back on tackle 1. It is the Raiders, though, who will have a chance. But this is fearsome defence from the Dolphins. They're not going to get many chances here with only 4 minutes left. They need to get themselves at least a shot at field goal somewhere.
Well, they've got to throw a little bit of caution to the wind. It's been 4 one-out hit-ups once again.
Well, they're in 2-point range at the moment.
4:48.
And it's just been a straightforward set here.
Weeks is set, 2-pointer.
Kyrod Weeks to put him in front. He's pulled it, he got the distance. Still 3:45 to go, but it's a 20-metre tap and a 7-tackle set. He actually struck that pretty well.
Well, it's a big moment for the kid. Had some pressure coming, had plenty of time. Distance was an issue, but just obviously the accuracy. Plenty more of those in his career.
Well, they might have one in another 90 seconds here. Isaako.
They've had to deal with a fair bit of adversity throughout this game.
Dolphins and Canberra going the distance again. Last year at this ground, it was a try to death for the Dolphins. Round 9 in Wagga. The Raiders won in Golden Point. This one, 1-point contest. Crowd making some real noise here. Katoa, Lemuelu. Excellent set from the Dolphins. Now can they put some pressure on? Amarillo, and a familiar play, happy to turn it over and go risk-free. Well, now Canberra, it's up to you.
Well, they're back their defence, who've been terrific in this second half at real critical stages. There's play 1 there. They need to come up with something, an offload or a pre-line pass or a chip and chase.
Well, one thing's proven, we know Kyrod Weeks can kick them 40+. Strange out to Chris. Hello. Milford is caught in, but he comes back with the help of Isaako. But that's a great play for Canberra. Now they're going to get close to a 1-point attempt, you would think, here. And a chance to tie things. Savage playing it now. Another thriller for the Raiders. Tarpanet, strong, up to the 30. No one's really in field goal position until Rapana jumps across. All the time in the world. He has drilled it. It is 25-all. Jordan Rapana takes us a step closer to Golden Point. What a composed shot from the veteran.
Well, what a player he is, Rapana. Has all the time, has some pressure from Marshall King and also Nichols. And absolutely nails it. 25-all, Dan, you called it.
I did off there. I said, we're going to Golden Point. And we just get a feeling about a game. But we're not there yet.
No.
There's a minute 56 to go. And the way these teams are marching it upfield, who's to say either Canberra or the Dolphins can't get one more shot in? What a great night this has been. I believe that's Rapana's first field goal. think, I'll check that, 209th game, his first ever field goal, and it keeps Canberra in this contest. Yeah, the lab just confirming it. We've known he's had a booming boot on him.
Yeah.
But his first ever field goal. Raiders have to be careful here. Oh, great run, Simi Sasangi, the former Knight. Refs are going to swallow the whistle, you would imagine. Shouldn't, unless there's something egregious. Won't be seeing 6 agains. Rapana there trying to draw Kenny Bromwich from marker, but he was square. Last tackle. Oh, this is interesting. That's a risky play. Might come off. Savage puts it up. Oh, what a shot! And Ethan Strange celebrates as he treats Amarillo like a crushed test dummy.
Look at this.
Now the Raiders, they are going to try and put on one last offensive stand and give themselves the last shot at this. Ewan Aiken, they're out of energy, the Dolphins.
You see in the replay box the kid, Ethan Strange, what a player he's becoming.
Oh, 4 tackles gone. There's going to be fearsome pressure on the kick here. 40 seconds becomes 37 seconds. There'll be time here for the Raiders. Isaiah Katoa, his kicking has been exemplary. He needs the best kick of the game. And that is not all that deep. The Raiders, we've got to make some distance up here. And maybe 2 plays. Aiken gets up. Canberra, now they look out of puff. They might get 1 shot here. 10 seconds left. Rapana won't be kicking it. Not here. Timokor on to Tarpany. I think they've realised the clock's got him. So it comes to Sasangi. Keeps it alive. Strange can't kick it in that situation. Now it's Chris. Out to Savage. Outside of the boot. Dolphins clean it up. And we are going to Golden Point. This game deserves to go extra minutes. Wayne Bennett and Ricky Stewart will have to endure a little bit more pain before one will experience some joy. 5 minutes each way. A terrific seesawing contest has an appropriate finish.
Yeah, it certainly does. As teams try and grab their breath, we see the field goals. That's the first one there through Jermaine Isaako. Kicked it from the sideline to level it up. And Kyrod Weeks missed his opportunity in the old stage at 34 years of age, 200 games, kicks his first ever field goal.
Yes. And then this tackle from Ethan Strange. Well, didn't he love that? That's a great catch and hold by Amarillo.
Yeah, correct. But to understand the game and what it required to come up with a play like that, he is a terrific player.
And had the energy in the 80th minute of the game. 3rd time for the Dolphins playing Golden Point, and the 2nd against Canberra. For the Raiders, they had a win over the Gold Coast earlier this season, 21-20 in contentious circumstances on a Sunday night. Well, okay, Dolphins are down here. Remember, Bromwich is out of the game.
Well, you want Trey Fuller. This is where you want Trey Fuller in your team.
And now, they also need Herbie Farnworth back. But I'm not sure there's going to be time here because this time right now counts. It's 15 minutes of real time, but that happens so late.
Well, this is good science.
Trey Fuller, he has been ruled out, guys. He's failed his HIA, but Herbie Farnworth's got about 6 minutes remaining. So depending how long this Golden Point period lasts and whether he passes is whether we might see Herbie Farnworth again in this game.
Well, then we'll see. Thank you, Jake. Good information. Oren Keeley, the former Knight, is their 18th man, but obviously they want Herbie in this scenario.
Well, once again, if you're a Dolphins fan and you see Joey Tarpany go high on Herbie Farnworth, and he leaves the field for a HIA, Tarpany, there's just nothing, not even a penalty.
Our instinct is to say player is staying down milking, but in that scenario, it would appear to be the wrong call, that it was not a penalty.
Well, that's obviously a big moment not having Trey Fuller.
Yeah, they can still win the Dolphins, 25 apiece.
Well, defensively in the second half, we've seen the Dolphins really aim up and go after the Raiders. They're going to need to do that here. So the Raiders Well, what have they got? Is it individual brilliance through Ethan Strange or Timbercore?
I don't think Wayne Bennett's feelings on Golden Point have changed over the years. We've seen some great celebrations from him in Golden Point wins, but I don't think he loves this. This is a big few minutes here in the context of these team seasons. Top 4 spots, top 8, where they finish at the end of the year. Here we go, Golden Point, live on Fox League, Super Saturday. Here's Josh Papali'i starts things off. Now Emre Gula, but stuck on his 10. These periods so often defined by an error. Canberra holding on, but boy, they're going nowhere.
Well, yeah, that's just 3 one-out hit-ups, very conservative at the moment.
You know, Isaako is deadly when he gets a chance. Geez, that's a good run. That's Papali'i, his second bite of the cherry in this set. Ethan Strange! Oh, he did Ray Stone dirty. Mark Nichols crucial. Weeks charged down. Now, who's going to get this back? It's off.
Oh, that's
it's
massive.
Off Strange. Max Plath. He might have just won the game for the Dolphins.
That is brilliant, Max Plath. He is an energy player.
Dolphins will have a full set to set this up. Now, they took their field goal early to go to the lead. Let's see how many tackles they use up here. Connolly Lemuelu. Isaako has won games 4 times in Golden Point over the years. Only Cherry Evans has more. Here it comes down to Nichols.
Go now.
Look at Marshall King looking. He's got Jermaine Isaako to win the game. No, hang on, penalty. Blockers.
Max Plath changes his line.
Blockers. We were promised the referees would be much harsher on this.
Nailed it too.
And now Canberra don't just get the ball back and don't just avoid defeat with this field goal, they get a golden chance.
Oh, Max Plath, he come up with a massive play. The charge down, then the desperation of dive on the ball.
So, say to comfort him, a lot of players have done what Max Plath did there to give away the penalty. He's just been pinned for it.
Yeah.
Rain back here at KO Stadium.
Isaako did nail it there now.
Kicked it off. Oh, knock on. Knock on. Now remember, they kept their challenge. Rapana was desperate to burn one and then held it back. And now they're going to use it. You might as well throw it away now if you're ever going to.
One on-field decision, knock on by Canberra.
Yeah, first glance it looked like a knock on.
It's not going to take much though on a replay here.
No.
To see this jolted out of the hands of Simi Sasangi. Well, Kenny Bromwich. Oh, that's the
Kenny
onus is on
Bromwich
the
is
player.
simply getting to marker. Simi goes forward and loses possession
Onus
of the
is
ball.
on the
The
attacker.
challenge is unsuccessful.
Another chance for the Dolphins.
Well, what a game. Has had its twists and turns.
Let's go, guys.
So their challenge is gone. In fact, the challenges of both sides are gone. Wow-wee. 30-metre line just in front of him here with Marshall King picking it up and on to Connolly Lemuelu. Isaako is now
moving in.
He's now behind play. It might be the next one as it goes to Milford. Back it comes with Kenny Bromwich. Isaako on an angle.
They need to come left post.
And now it is Mark Nichols, 11 away. Now he's poised. Jermaine Isaako, a second chance to win it. That one has contacted the Raiders. Has it gone through?
Touched. Touched.
No, it hasn't.
Yeah, no, mate.
But it's a dropout.
It's touched. Time off.
So they've saved the game for
Little
now, the
dropout.
Raiders. Oh, another twist.
Well, Max Plath found himself in the same position. I'm sure this went through still.
What from our angle, it looked like it. So that is Joey Tarpany's desperation. Okay. Do you have to go the short restart if you're Canberra? Herbie passes.
He's 6
back.
minutes. He would have felt like an eternity.
They're going to back their defence. Well, Isaako, we know, can boot him from anywhere. So it looks like if they hold it, another shot coming. What drama. And I'm told that's the first time they did not go short all season, the Raiders. The Fox Sports Lab all over that one. So here's Marshall King.
Go now.
On for Katoa. Here's Lemuelu. They open up the middle here. And he's in the middle, the man in number 2. But he's just watching this play out with Mark Nichols carrying it up. Mark Nichols gets to within a couple of metres. Isaako in front of the right upright. Here he comes down. Again, backing back. Great scramble. But now it's Katoa. It's not the last. Katoa, the grab. Oh, Rapana saves the game. Rapana saves the game. But hang on. Katoa has sold this well. Has Rapana played the man and not the ball?
I think they're both competing for the ball. And I've got to just confirm which player it comes off down.
Wow, what a decision we have coming here. From first glance, it looked like Rapana had made contact with Katoa.
Oh, but if he's aiming at the ball,
correct,
he's got a case. Katoa looks straight at Adam G. Adam G was going to blow that a line dropout. But Katoa looked directly at the ref.
Between Isaiah and Jordan.
Well, he's going for it, isn't he? Well, good luck to our
Both
man in
players
the
are
bunker.
competing for the ball shoulder to shoulder. We just need to determine who the ball comes off before it goes dead.
Well, it hits Katoa.
Well, if
it's a knock
on. It doesn't matter if it's first or second. So it's not a dropout. It's Canberra ball, and they're going to get a chance. It's off the bicep. Listen to the lack of noise here, the silence at KO Stadium. So what a half we've had here.
Yeah.
And it's 4 minutes old. This is not over yet, by the way.
The ball comes off the bicep of Isaiah Katoa.
Okay, so it is Canberra ball. So the Raiders, after absorbing a field goal that went
through, the ball
through,
then travels dead
and was
have a
pulled
20-metre restart
for a contentious penalty against Platt.
Yeah, it's all shoulder to shoulder.
Well, he's had it.
Accurate, but probably never called.
Yeah.
Then Joey Tarpany charges down a field goal and saves the game. Rapana has just saved the game. Now they get their first chance in this little period to do something themselves.
Farnworth is back into the action. 50 seconds to hit.
Golden point, it's automatically dramatic. But this is on its own level. Tarpany, what a second stint he's had. Starling. Gula.
Well, get a shot. They'll have a shot.
Rapana, is he the man? He's already got one tonight. He's going to be close enough. They're closing in.
He's in the slot.
And they go down the middle. He's just hovering behind the play. This has to be it, you would think. Well, it has to be. It's the last. Rapana, he's got one. Has he got two? No, he's missed it. He's missed it, Rapana.
He got great purchase on the kick. Just to the left of the post.
Time's off.
Again. Again, look at it.
Look at him ride it behind, up on the balcony.
Never works. You do the body lean all you want, it never works. We've still got 5 minutes to go. Now we start to think about the potential of a draw.
I don't think we're getting a draw, Dan.
I don't think so either, Corey. I don't think so either. 25 all.
Two stars on the sideline. Hamaso, Tabuai, Fido, and also Korfusi.
Well, they're enjoying themselves. They're very close, aren't they? The Hammer and Korfusi, 25 apiece. And we're in these origin rounds where sometimes the footy is less than inspiring.
They'd love those two individuals out on the field if you've only just tuned in.
This is a great game.
Jesse Bromwich, what looked to be, was reported a rib injury. Trey Fuller,
Well,
HIA fail.
Could Milford roll back the years? I mean, Isaako is the man, but maybe they keep rushing up on Isaako.
Yeah.
Milford, who has had game winners himself, famous ones against the Cowboys.
Yeah, well, it was only the desperation from Jordan Rapana that was able to save the Raiders, because it was a wonderful heads-up play from Katoa in this second half. It's been terrific.
What about the stars we've had tonight? I'm just looking at my team list here. Kyrod Weeks, sensational. Ethan Strange has been kept relatively quiet, but that tackle at the end of the game, a highlight play. Joey Tarpany saving the game. Jordan Rapena's field goal. Then you go to the Dolphins. Isaiah Katoa, a couple of 40-20s. You've got Jermaine Isaako's kick from the sideline. You've got Jeremy Marshall-King at his best. And still, we're waiting for the hero to emerge.
I'm now Tom! Kenny on the mark!
Kenny Bromwich first to hit it up. Good run away. This is Ewan Aiken. That's an important run, an incisive run. That might get them into field position. That's a line ball pass at best. But look how the Dolphins are here. Marshall King with a marker square. No, they weren't.
6 again.
It's 6 again. Dolphins will get another chance here. Kerr. They're all bunched. The plan is obvious. Plath beyond the 30. That wasn't clean, but it was okay. Kerr, tackle 3. Isaako, he's just floating to the left here. He's close. He's ready. He shoots. He gets it up.
Missed it.
He's missed it. He's put it into the leagues club, but he didn't put it through the posts.
He tried to kick it a little bit higher this time. Had some pressure coming through.
And who's that chasing? Simi Sasangi. Well done. This would be, I mean, there's been 150-odd golden point games. If Canberra get out of this as one of the most extraordinary golden point escapes. They had their shot too, remember. Now it's Savage. Strong run, Savage. Look at Canberra. Remember, 7 tackle set. That's the price you pay for missing a field goal.
That's play 2.
So they'll be looking for Rapana. We're perhaps going to see Strange or Weeks get involved. You'd think Weeks would have a bit of a boot on him. Tarpany, short pass, well held Mariota. 30 metres out. Oh, jeez.
He thought about it.
If that name was a little freer, he would have pulled the trigger. Tarpany standing up late in the game.
Orders. Here we go.
He's ready. He backs back. He leans into it. That might have got a touch. That might have got a touch. He's got it though! Jordan Rapana wins the game! It has somehow floated through the posts. And Jordan Rapana with his second field goal.
There's a bit going on here, Dan. Marshall King was checked in his run.
But they can't challenge. They can't challenge.
I'm listening.
Peter Goff in the bunker. Adam G, the referee.
Here we go.
Canberra wins.
Thank you, mate.
A controversial game has a contentious finish.
It's full time, mate.
The Dolphins were denied a field goal. The Raiders allowed one for what the Dolphins are claiming is an identical crime.
We have to see the replay. From the first glance, it dead set looked like Marshall King was held. And no challenge.
So we'll get more replays here. We're going to see if that was
great
touched.
kick.
Did he get a little flick on that, Marshall King? So Levi getting in his way. Oh, yes! It somehow had the power to get through despite being checked along the way. The fan leaning didn't help. Rapana, it's his night. He saved them and then he won it for them. But we'll need to just process The challenge here from Marshall King. Oh, Jordan Rapana. It's been a storied career. That is one of the highlights. Jordan Rapana, over 200 games. He'd never kicked a field goal before tonight. Now he's kicked 2. And it wins the Raiders the game. 26-25, and they've done it again in a thriller.